Joining me on the DeMaio Report is Wendy Hauffen. She's with Black Cat Firearms store. Wendy, thanks so much for stopping by. So let's start out first and foremost for folks that are not aware of all the reporting requirements and registration requirements. If you are a gun owner in the state of California, what are the requirements for registering with the state government?
Well, all of the regulations just changed in January, and honestly, the state hasn't really told us how the regulations are going to be implemented. So we're still kind of seeing how everything's coming out and falling down.
But there has been a push by gun control zealots to have some sort of registry of names, addresses, serial numbers, phone numbers, a big database of people who are anyway associated with guns, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so you got an interesting letter recently from the California Department of Justice. What did that letter say?
I did. So we received a letter. My husband and I both received letters. We're both instructors for the Department of Justice, and they authorized us to issue firearm safety certificates. And we recently received a letter saying that they were responding to a request for information under the California Public Records Act, and the department inadvertently released our name, date of birth, driver's license number, which includes my physical description, my home address. So they had this huge leak of information. And basically all they're saying is we're requesting the information back from the person who originally asked for the information, but that's all they can do with it.
So they let you know that your information has been given out. How does this make you feel? Do you feel like your privacy has been violated?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is really personal information. I don't want my personal home address released to the public. Obviously I'm a firearms instructor. I'm a very strong supporter of the Second Amendment, and this is a way for zealots to, focus on the people who are fighting for the Second Amendment.
So when you take a look at these proposals for a universal database and registry and requirements, do you feel like the government has broken trust and it now no longer can be trusted with our information?
Of course. I mean, this is basic information that they're keeping for all of the instructors who are authorized to issue firearm safety certificates. And if they can't keep that information safe, then how are they going to keep the information of all of the gun owners of California? How are they going to keep that safe? There's going to be even more personal information in those registries, serial numbers. They're asking for photos of registered rifles. It's impossible. It's an impossible situation.
So whoever made this request, what do you think they're fishing for? I mean, they have the information on firearm safety instructors and people who've received this training. Why would someone want that?
The only thing I can think of is to violate the privacy of all of those individuals who were part of that list. Those are the people who are probably strong Second Amendment supporters, and the only thing we can think of is they're targeting these individuals, and now they have our personal information. So
to target you, to harass you, to berate you. There's a group out there that has been doing that. I don't know if you received the Christmas card, but I did, from the Betsy Riot group that has pictures of people with injuries from firearm, crimes committed by guns. That was a nice little Christmas card that I received.
Well, the Betsy Riot group is also the group that targeted your home, wasn't it?
It was, absolutely, and spray painted the driveway, the street, and put stickers on cars. So we know that these people are trying to intimidate those of us who believe in the Second Amendment. Wendy, thanks so much for bringing this to our attention. We're going to continue to follow up on it and find out what the Department of Justice in California plans to do to try to protect you. Probably nothing, because I don't think they particularly care. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Without someone doing something about it, it's not going to get any better.